All right. So even though I'm a man that loves to wear a mask, I feel the most comfortable being a villain.
Botrix
Uh,
says. Botrix has correctly joined the channel.
Today I'm gonna be a football 49er supporter. So we're gonna get right into it. Um, Keynotes of things that are going on. Ricky Purcell will make his NFL uh, debut this Sunday. Um, we knew he was pretty close to being ready last game when he was on the sidelines with the Jets. So it was just a matter of time that he was going to be activated and ready to go. They worked him out earlier this week. Uh, the question is actually what they're asking is how much reps can he get? How many snaps can he get? Um, he also was on the non-injury list as well, but they opened the window. They did it at 3 practice, required by the NFL, and everything was good. So one of the reports from there is that Shanahan had said on the other day that they did a 2-minute drill. Ricky Purcell was gassed. You can be in the best shape of your life. If you are not in football shape, it's a little bit different. Opposed to being into regular gym shape. Regular gym shape is different than regular football shape or any other type of sport as well. So that's kind of what's looking at. So I'll be interested to see. This guy has excellent hands. He played at Florida. Uh, I thought he was more of a mid-second, third round pick. I think the 49ers went a little bit too high on him. But there was, I think, was it CJ Stroud? It was one of those quarterbacks that was really, they said something when he got drafted by the 49ers. Dang it. They said on Twitter, I really wanted to draft and play with them. So there was teams that were definitely had their eye on him. I don't know if he would have made it by his projection, but he did go higher in the first round. Um, some of the interesting facts to go over, um, uh, this game. We know that Kansas City is 5-0. 49ers are 3-3. 49ers are struggling in a lot of their games. They're struggling to close in a lot of their games. They always invite teams back into the second half, or let teams stick around, and in the second half they might make a push, and they might either get the W, or kind of like Arizona, or they're still, or they might squeak out the win. But some of the key things to watch out for in this particular game. The 49ers are favored by -2 in this game. Uh, this is the 47th matchup of the game. I just want to go over some things real quick. Their prediction is for Chiefs 25, 49ers 19. That does not sound far-fetched from the score. I'm surprised this game did not get flexed out to Sunday night. But anyway, the weather should be pretty decent. Um, some of the key line matchup to watch out for is that we all know that San Francisco is owned by Kansas City. They own us the last 5 matchups, except for 2019 Super Bowl. The matchups have been fairly close, with the 49ers almost squeaking out a Super Bowl and then losing in overtime. Um, Whenever the game is against the spread, the 49ers usually have won 3 6 games against the spread. 49ers have covered the spread when they're 2-point favorites. Uh, when the 49ers San Francisco hit 4 out of the 6 set points, totals of 66.7%. They're a pretty good team to bet on. Uh, some of the other key players and guidelines for offense is Brock Purdy is second in the NFL in passing yards. He has almost 1,700 yards, 9 touchdowns, which is eighth, and 4 interceptions. Um, he's completed 64.4% of the passes. Now this great statistics, but this is the knock I have, and I'm just gonna keep it real with you guys. The knock I have on Brock Purdy is this: he can't make certain throws. His arm strength and ball placement at times is a little bit is not as good as an elite quarterback. Brock Purdy is not an elite quarterback. Brock Purdy is a decent to sometimes very good quarterback. You have to understand this. He has nothing but all pro players on his team. Trent Williams, Juszczyk, Kittle, Ayuk, Debo, Christian McCaffrey. Did I say Williams on the line? So, and then that's not saying knocking on Juan Jennings, who's a very, very good receiver. Could probably play the one, or Mason, and going to Mason. Mason is good at catching the passes out of the backfield. He has 609 yards, second in NFL, and he has 3 touchdowns, and he's averaging 5.3 a carry. George Kittle is actually putting up good numbers as well. He has 56 yards a game, almost 57, 283 yards total receiving, and he's getting a lot of targets, and he's caught 5 touchdowns. So George Kittle, if you're a fantasy person, George Kittle might want to make a trade for him because I'm pretty sure he's taken. Defense, oh my gosh, the defense for the 49ers has struggled. Terrible this year. They got rid of their defensive coordinator, Wilkes, and they blamed everything on him. And they got Sorensen and on their one of their defensive. I think there's 2 of them, but Sorensen's probably the guy. Dre Greenlaw is one of the biggest factors to why the 49ers are having a tough time on defense. Dre Greenlaw is missed right now. Heavily. I can't even pronounce it. He's missing pretty. They need him really bad. You can kind of see it. You're talking about the elite linebacker, and I don't know what his timetable is. I'm probably gonna have to check into that. He's able to come back by the end of the season. I don't know, or they're just gonna spin him out to next year because the injury was so rough in the Super Bowl. Lenore should be they should be in talks with him right now, in talks with him for a new contract, because if they let him hit the open market, he is going to be way too much money for the 49ers to go after. Nick Bosa is playing extremely well on defense. Fred Warner is always playing good, but Fred Warner's been banged up. But a banged up Fred Warner is probably a very good linebacker on any other NFL team. He's probably top 3 linebackers in the league. Nick Bosa is probably top 5 rusher. Rookie Jarrell Brown from Penn State is playing really well as well. He's third in tackles. So there's some the key things the 49ers are doing well. Their D tackle in the middle is probably one of their weakest spots as well. As far as getting pressures on the quarterback has been an issue as well. The pass rush has really struggled. Um, some of the key things with the Chiefs. Uh, Chiefs have been really churning out, finding a way to win. Excellent coaching staff with Andy Reid over there in Kansas City. They just know how to scheme up things for Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league. This is why. If you look at the team he had last Super Bowl run, and then last year, and then who's not there and who's struggling, uh, Patrick Mahomes is really, really just that remarkable. Um, they've been trying to find other people uh, to get active into this game. Um, they are really heavy relying on Kareem Hunt. Really heavy. So with that said, is if they take away Kareem Hunt, then the Chiefs are going to have to be a one option team, which is throwing the football. I think the 49ers can do good against Kareem Hunt. I think the Chiefs are going to more throw the ball. I think that's what they're going to do. And one of the people they're going to go to is Xavier Worthy. Um, and he's kind of merging a little bit. And they really, even though running, maybe the 49ers will take away the run from Kareem Hunt, but one thing they will not have a tough time doing is take away Hunt's ability to catch passes as well. And we also know that we have Travis Kelce, who's the X factor, who's Patrick Mahomes' third down safety blanket, and he's had a pretty good season as well. But the Chiefs find a way to win. They are when I say elite team, they are a team. They don't have all the best players on their team. They're not as loaded. If you look at San Francisco on paper and Chiefs on paper, you clearly see that the Chiefs are not even close to talent-wise. San Francisco has. They just know how to win. They have very excellent coaching staffs who has a balance and knows how to manage their game very well. As far as the Chiefs' defense, um, they're not that very good on defense. Let's look it up and see. Chiefs defense rank. I could be wrong. You know what I mean? I could be wrong. All right, so we're gonna go over defensive ratings. Chiefs are ranked number 9, so they're number 9 in giving yards up, and they were giving up only 9 touchdowns. So they're finding ways to play good defense. I was wrong, I'll admit. So Edwards-Helaire, I believe, is the also serves as a receiver. Was activated from the reserve list, but he will not be playing. So Juju Smith-Schuster is the guy that they're going to go to and target. It's going to be Kelce. You're going to see a lot of Kelce. You're going to see a lot of Schuster, and you're going to see a lot of Hunt. And 49ers going to try to take away the run, which is going to be easy to do. Now they're going to have to worry about Hunt as far as catching the ball. But Juju Smith-Schuster has definitely made a impact back into the NFL. He's definitely stepping up and becoming the go-to guy for Patrick Mahomes when Kelce is not available. their receiving corps is really depleted. Really depleted. Um, it's just, this game, you guys, can go any way, anywhere. I mean, it's going to be a close game. I don't see the 49ers blowing them out, and I don't see the Kansas City blowing them out as well. Um, I just want to quick. So, I'm all support 49ers. I think they can easily get the dub. I don't think Kansas City is good as advertised. I think they're okay this year, but they really have good coaching. I think when it comes down to their coaching is very excellent. Some players, Daryl Luther Jr. is questionable with the pelvis injury. Let me see. I'm trying to see if there's anything on him. Nothing on him. Uh, Malik Mustafa. I'm sorry, Ricky Purcell. We know he's going to play. I already covered that with his chest. So that's why he was having trouble during those 2-minute drills that Mike Shanahan was talking about. Matthew Wright is out. Trent Williams is just getting a veteran day. Kevin Givens is questionable as well. 49ers need help in that D line. Leonard Floyd, who's been an average, was resting as well. And on Kansas City, you already covered that Juju Smith-Schuster is going to play. They test him out on Thursday, and he's good to go. And for the Chiefs, also their DN had a bacterial issue, and I don't know if it's a tear or not. I'm not too sure, but he is out as well. I appreciate all you guys stopping by, or anyone that's going to stop by later. And go Niners, man. Go Niners. I think they can pull this out.